James Gunn's officially launched the new DC universe with Superman, but not without sparking major debate and controversy, from accusations of the film being woke to reports of Snyderverse loyalists review bombing it. So, with the movie dividing fans, does the new Superman bring hope to the DCU, or should it have been left with Snyder? Let's get into it. What's great about this film's intro is James Gunn didn't waste time showing us the same Superman scenes we've seen time and time again. No fall of Krypton, no farm life with the Kents. Instead, we're given the text on screen telling us exactly what we needed to know. How long ago Superman arrived on Earth, how long ago he became Superman, when the villain showed up, and just moments ago, Superman lost for the very first time. Then boom, we're cut to a beaten and blooded Supes crashing near the Fortress of Solitude. No filler, no dragging it out, we got everything we needed in under 3 minutes, not the usual 30. And honestly, it was refreshing not having to watch the same scenes we've seen over and over. Now, the one thing James Gunn did well throughout the film is he didn't have the characters tell the audience that Superman's a symbol of hope every 10 minutes like in the Snyderverse. Nah, this time we're actually shown that Superman's out there earning that title. We see him time and time again, mid-fight, going out of his way to save people and minimise collateral damage. I mean, he even saves a squirrel. His actions show you the type of character that Superman is. He cares about everything, big and small. His version of hope aren't just some meaningless words, but something that's shown with his actions. And I love that in this film, he doesn't just bring hope to America, Superman brings hope to the world. David Corenswet absolutely nails it, both as Clark Kent and Superman. As Clark, he's the first actor where it genuinely makes sense that no one suspects a thing. The way his hair's styled, the posture, the glasses, it actually changes his whole vibe. You look at him and yeah, you believe the guy's a journalist, not flying through the sky saving people. And I liked that they threw in a quick explanation about his glasses having a subtle hypnotic effect, making people perceive his face differently. But honestly, even without that it works. Corenswet also brings a full range of emotions to the role. You see moments of pride, joy, fear, anger, doubt, and even quiet vulnerability, and it feels genuine. That's what makes this version of Superman stand out. He's inspiring and powerful, but still someone you can relate to. As for the rest of the casting, Gunn absolutely nails it. Rachel Brosnahan was spot on as Lois Lane, witty, strong-willed and confident. She honestly reminded me of the version from the Lois and Clark series, which to this day is still my favourite live-action take on the character. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Perfect choice, and trust me, I had my doubts, but his performance was on point, showing us both sides of Lex, the calculated genius with influence and charm, and the bitter, insecure man underneath, jealous, petty, and obsessed with beating Superman. Nathan Fillion gives us the Green Lantern fans deserve, confident, snarky, but still grounded, and Isabella Merced as Hawkgirl, she was alright. Not bad by any means, but that scream, it just went through me every time. I get that it's comic accurate, but the pitch or tone used to me felt more like nails on a chalkboard than a battle cry. And it's not just the leads who stood out. Skylar Gisondo deserves a shout out for his take on Jimmy Olsen. He actually feels like Jimmy from the comics, energetic, loyal, and more than just a comedic relief character. Now, I know what you're thinking. How does James Gunn's Superman compare to Snyder's? Well, as someone who genuinely likes Man of Steel, I'll be honest with you, Gunn's version is just way better. Now don't get me wrong, Snyder nailed Kryptonian combat. The way they moved, hit and tore through the military, still some of the best action scenes we've seen when it comes to showcasing Kryptonian power. That raw intensity during the fights are iconic, but beyond that, Gunn's version slaps. He doesn't rely on constant slow-mo, the writing's just better overall, and the dialogue feels natural. And again, Gunn doesn't just say Superman's the symbol of hope, he shows us repeatedly throughout the film. Snyder gave us a solid version of the Injustice-style Superman, darker and more conflicted, but Gunn's given us the classic Silver Age comic book Superman that inspires hope around the world, which is the Superman fans have been waiting for. Gunn also gave us Krypto, a loyal, powerful but cheeky superdog that clearly doesn't listen to Clark half the time. He's pretty much always causing chaos, charging into situations and just doing his own thing. As a dog owner, I can relate, especially thinking back to when we first got ours and she had zero training. They can be an absolute nightmare, but you love them anyway, and that kind of grounded humour works really well, but without undercutting the stakes. Now I don't get why people are calling this film woke. Superman's never just been an American hero. He's a symbol of hope around the world, helping people through disasters, stepping in when innocent lives are at risk, just like we see in this movie. The film also shows us the impact of these decisions, especially with the interview between Clark and Lois, which really drives home the consequences of Superman's actions. Honestly, anyone trashing this movie as woke doesn't have a clue what they're talking about. Overall, James Gunn's Superman is exactly what the DCU needed. It's bold enough to break away from what's been done before, but smart enough to honour what made these characters iconic in the first place, along with some great Easter eggs and cameos. It's not just a reboot, it's a fresh start with purpose behind it. It's heartfelt, funny in the right places, emotional when it counts, and action-packed but without being mindless. Every character has weight, every choice has meaning, and Superman finally feels like Superman again. Hopeful, grounded, and a global hero. And like Superman, to me, this film is a beacon of hope for what's to come in the new DCU. But what about you? Have you seen Superman? What are your thoughts and opinions? And are you excited for the DCU going forward? Let me know down in the comments, and if you could do me a solid by liking and subscribing, it'd be much appreciated. I hope you all have a great week, and thanks for watching. Until next time peeps, stay frosty.